Well, you joined me on a little adventure. I'm going to Aviemore and I'm just a mile in, going through the Glen Tilt forest. So if it stays like this, it'll be absolutely beautiful. Got a nice wide path, really quiet. All I can hear is the birds. Got some cows up ahead, but thankfully they're behind a fence, so that's okay. And yeah, I'll keep tussling on, and we'll see where we get to. Well, I've been going an hour and a half. I've done about 5 miles. I've decided to take a little breather, so I've just filtered some water from here, and I've just been sitting on that rock, just chilling out for a minute before crossing over them and then heading over in that direction. So yeah, so far so good. Weather's holding up. It's a bit cloudy now, but still really warm, so I'm a bit sweaty. That's why I'm having to get a bit more water in me. But yeah, it's going well. It is absolutely boiling. I just had to take off my little mid-layer thing that I've got, and I'm just in my t-shirt and hiking trousers, but I should have had my summer trousers on, because my word, it is hot. But I think I'm going in that direction, just following this nice path. It's just been a bit rugged just now. Kind of reminded me of around the banks of Loch Lomond on the West Island Way, so I was quite pleased to give my legs a bit of a rest now and just cruise on this bigger pavement. Well, I'm 13.3 miles in. I've just crossed that bridge. I came bounding over it and thinking it was secure, but it was a bloody suspension bridge. So I started swaying about. God, I shit myself. Never mind. Just bumped into another hiker. He's just walked off now. He's heading to the same place that I'm heading to this evening. He said he didn't want to go to the Bothy because it'd be too busy on an Easter weekend. So I said I couldn't agree with him more. So we're probably going to be camping not close to each other, but in the same area. But this is my view. It's just absolutely beautiful. Coming in a bit overcast, but it's still pretty good. So I'm just going to chill out here for a bit, and then I've probably got another, I'd say, maybe 7 or 8 miles to go. So I'm about 15 miles in. I've basically just been traversing around the side of that hill. It's been pretty hard going today. I didn't think it would be, but yeah, it's been quite rugged, really narrow paths at times, and kind of on the slope on the side, so I've kind of been working my way around. But I've come out onto the flat now, and it's so peaceful. I've got about 6 more miles, I think, and that takes me to a place called White Bridge, and then I'm going to go to just around there. It's like the Chest of Dee. So I'm just basically following this stream for another 6 miles, and I think that's going to be me today. So yeah, no, it's going really good, really pleased. But I think give it a few more miles and I'll certainly be ready for a lie down in my tent. Well, I've just safely navigated that. It's starting to look a little bit moody, but as you can see, there's a lot of snow around. I've done 17.8 miles. So yeah, coming up to 18 miles. I think I've got about 2 left. That forest there's some old ruins, I think. just towards the right hand side of them. I think that's where I'm going to try and look for a spot to camp. If not, I know I can go about 500 metres further and there's loads of spots, like just loads of flat spots. But I'm just thinking, if it rains overnight, it would be quite nice to get a bit of cover and shelter in them woods. So yeah, very good, very successful. My feet are dry, so that's good. I've just had a couple of jammy dodgers. So yes, I'll bring you back when I've got my tent up. Evening. I'm in my tent, wrapped up. It is 6:30. I have had a absolute ordeal. I went for ages on the side of the path and couldn't find anywhere to camp. And I looked at my map and I was on the wrong side of the river. And I had to cross it at some point to get back onto the right path for tomorrow. And I did a couple of miles and I still couldn't find anywhere to camp. So I thought, right, I'm just gonna have to cross the river and get back onto the other side at least. So I ended up having to climb down this bank because there was no other way to get down because I was quite raised up on the other side. So I climbed down through the heather on my hands and knees and I got down to the bottom. It must have been about 30 feet. And then there was no like decent place to cross the river because it was quite fast flowing and up to my knee. So I just waded through, got to the other side. Obviously, like my shoes and socks and whatnot were drenched. And anyway, I carried on and I found a spot. It's not perfect. It's not ideal. It's on some kind of like straw. So it's a bit lumpy. I'm mindful of piercing the bottom of my tent, so I've put some things down underneath, like my foil mat and my trousers to protect the bottom of my tent, so I don't obviously get a puncture. But I'm wrapped up in my duvet. I'm wrapped up in my sleeping bag. I'm wrapped up in my jacket, and yeah, I'm just going to chill out tonight. Oh, and one thing else that happened. I went to filter my water and I went down to the water's edge because I'm right next to it, and I unscrewed my water bottle and then I dropped it and the lid was washed away, so I have no lid to my water bottle for tomorrow, so I'm going to have to just balance it and make sure it's okay. But other than that, I'm all good. My feet are dry. I've got new socks on. I'm really warm in this sleeping bag and jacket. Look at me. I'm all wrapped up. I'm just going to chill out. And lay here for a while, charge my phone, listen to some music, and then get an early night. And then we'll go for it tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Greetings from a very wet Saturday. It is absolutely pouring down. It's been pouring down all night. My tent was drenched this morning. My hands were freezing trying to put everything away. But that's where I'm going behind me. I'm going through there. I've got 17 miles to Aviemore. I think I'm going to cut the trip short by a day. I think I'm going to try and get there today. And if I can get a train back to Edinburgh today, then I'll do it. This forecast, I was not expecting it at all. So I'm going to keep battling. Like, every step is brutal, having to go around all the bogs, everything. So it's fun, but it's very tiring. So I'll bring you back later. Welcome. I am very much in the heart of the Larry Grew. I think I'm about 800 metres up, maybe a bit less than that. But yeah, I've been going through the boulder field, going through all the rocks, and it is exhausting, but it's really fun. And I'm about to go through there. I've got about 10 and a half, 11 miles to Aviemore, so we'll pick this up later. Hello everyone. I didn't really get to film anything in the Larry Grew. I got a few photographs, but that was it. It was absolutely brutal, really tough going, and I just needed my wits about me at all times, because you could easily break your leg in there without really doing much wrong either. But I've powered through. I'm just on the descent now. It's all downhill to Aviemore. Feels like more ways than one, because my feet are absolutely killing me. But as you can see, I'm just in a nice woodland right now, and it makes such a change to have this nice little woodland path after several miles of boulders. So I'm just going to enjoy this, saunter back into Aviemore, and I will bring you back when I arrive.